What a incredible college football game. A lot of credit to Jason Simpson, Tennessee Martin. They played an outstanding football game. They clearly came in here knowing they had to win to get in the NCAA tournament. They fought hard. So impressed with our guys and the ability to fight back. This is our last two home games. We've been down by double digits at some point. We were down 14-3 to Gardner Webb, and then today down 10-0. Getting that drive at the end of the half, Brian Courtney made two sensational plays on their sideline on catches, getting the field goal, tying the game at 10-10, and then they scored to go up 17-10 with about 8 minutes to go in the game, and our guys respond with a 75-yard drive for a touchdown. At that point, with about 3 minutes left, I was thinking it could be an overtime game. We unfortunately kicked the ball out of bounds, so they started on their 35 and had the catch, get the ball to midfield. And then we got the just incredible play by Aaron Swafford. That might have been the biggest play in the game with a sack, which allowed me to start calling timeouts to get the ball back to Keikoa with close to 2 minutes left. And then they had the punt. We had the ball in the 21. Brian Scott asked me what I wanted to do, meaning did I want to play for overtime or did I want to try to win? And I told Brian to put the ball in Keikoa's hands. We'd done that all year. He's responded all year, and then he led us on just a special drive at the end to get the field goal. Dom LeBlanc got iced. Fortunately, he got a practice kick because they didn't call the timeout till late, hit it down the middle, and then the game-winning field goal looked like it would have been good from 55 yards. He nailed it. So we've talked a lot in this program since we were 2-5 last year about grabbing a shovel, jumping in the ditch. We've talked a lot about turning setbacks into comebacks, and that's really the theme of this game. We turned a couple setbacks into comebacks, not only being down 10-0, but Dom LeBlanc's a prime example of he kicks the ball out of bounds late, feels bad, and then comes back and hits the game-winning field goal. So credit to our team, the way they played, the coaches, our fans were great today, support from administration, and now we're a team that's just won the most games in school history and going to have an opportunity to compete for a national championship.
Questions?
Coach, first off, congratulations.
Thank you, Ben. Appreciate it.
How does it feel to you personally and to your guys to be a champion? And do you feel like that was kind of the most storybook ending to the season we could have had?
Yeah, it's the word that comes to mind is gratifying. Just feeling grateful, feeling uh, very thankful to everybody associated with the football program. The history of this program hasn't been a successful program, and now we're 11-1 this year. We were 7-5 last year, so we're 18-5 in our last 23 games, and just feel very, very grateful for all the hard work that everybody's put in, and really proud of this staff and these players. They've earned the right by going 11-1 with their only loss to an SEC team to be in the national championship tournament. I feel like they've done enough to earn a first round bye and at least one home game in the tournament. And this is everything you can ask for. I've been an FCS. I've been an FCS, and I don't think there's anything like the FCS national championship tournament. Just the build up, the excitement with the tournament, and these guys have earned it. They've earned the right to compete for a national championship.
Coach, what was UT Martin doing on defense in that first half that kind of gave you guys fits a little bit? And then what adjustments did y'all make to turn it around in the second half?
Yeah, we hit the first run for 56 yards, and we felt like we could have some success running the ball in this game, and they started to get the safeties involved in the front. They did a really good job changing up their front and really forced us into a situation where we struggled to run the ball. They also dominated the play number in the first half, starting with the first quarter. We just didn't have the ball enough, and then they pinned us a couple times. They had a couple really good pin punts. Our offense responded, got a couple first downs to flip the field, but we just didn't have the ball enough in the first half to get into a rhythm. And thankfully, we've got a quarterback that's patient, makes good choices, believes in himself. He didn't force anything, even though we were struggling to move the ball. And the adjustment that we made in the second half, Brian Scott went more to the pass game. He went more to the RPO game to give Keiko an option to You saw us throw the ball out quickly to the perimeter because they were loading the box. So we made that adjustment. Got the ball to Trammell, to Trey, to Brian Courtney, and that really loosened some things up for us. We started to hit some runs, a couple of runs, not a lot. We were predominantly a throw team in the second half. And if you're a good football team, you have to be able to adjust to what a good defense is going to take away from you. And Martin's second in the league in scoring defense. That's a good defense. They've won a lot of close games recently, kept people down, and we made some good adjustments in the second half, and that's why we won the football game.
Well, and then on the other side of that, I mean, I feel like, defense got progressively better throughout the game. What are some of the adjustments y'all made there?
Yeah, those guys just wanted it more. You talk about guys like Swafford. Swafford has 12 tackles. Kutris has 9. Caleb Purdy, what a season he's having. 8 tackles. But when you're in a big moment in a big game, you have to lean on your best players. And we leaned on Swafford and Kutris. They responded. We leaned on Keikoa Vesperis. He responded. Brian Courtney responded. When you're playing in a championship game, and I described this game to our players as a playoff game. This was a playoff game today. We were playing for an outright OVC championship 8-0. We were playing for a first round bye. And your best players have to play their best in big games. And when we needed them, those guys I just mentioned really stepped up for this football team.
Thanks a lot, Coach. Congratulations.
You got it. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Coach, when you hear first outright championship since 1975, what do you think?
Proud, just really proud of everybody involved. Thankful to President Oldham for believing in not only me but the plan, the vision for this program. This is a lot of people that have grabbed a shovel. Everybody, you included, Thomas, Carolyn standing here. I've got Brandon and Will, Tennessee State Troopers. I mean, I don't have enough time to name everybody that has gotten behind the program, been supportive, done everything they can to help. And it always comes back to the players. It comes back to what's the culture? What do you have for a culture? What are your players able to do, especially when they face adversity, like we did today? And the theme of this week that I'm still working on with this organization is competitive people require competitive situations. We haven't been in a lot of competitive games this year. We've beaten a lot of people by a lot of points, and today was one of those days. It was a competitive. We were down 10-0. We were down 17-10 with 8 minutes to go, and everybody responded. Everybody that needed to make plays at key moments did that. So just feeling grateful to a lot of people, but most importantly, these players and the job they did today.
Tomorrow, the watch party. Do you have any message for the fans to join us?
Yeah, come on out. Let's fill the hoop. Let's fill the hoop. What's that start? 11, Thomas? Yeah, 11 a.m. We'll be there. The team will be there at 10:30. So people that want to come early and get to visit with the coaches and the players, we're excited to have this. We did it last year. We were 7-5, and weren't thinking we were going to be in the tournament. Now this year we're 11-1. Not only do we know we're in, but we're feeling like we've earned a first round bye and in a home game. So this is a big moment, not only for our football program, but our athletic director, for Casey Fox, for our university, for President Oldham, and everybody that has been supportive. I saw so many people on the field after the game that Michael Peoples, Adam Wright, a couple former players, hopped on a plane this morning out of Florida and flew here for this game. I saw guys that drove from out of state to be her alumni, former players, and just how proud they are of their school. And, I'll say this a little bit tongue in cheek, but those guys are grabbing a shovel with their checkbook right now, which is really good and really, really helpful to the program. So I hope everybody can come out. I know it's church going time, and it's kind of a strange time to have it, but that's when ESPN's doing the show, 12 Eastern, 11 Central. And I just hope we can celebrate with a lot of people that have been behind this team all this year. It's a special moment tomorrow.
Any questions, Tyler?
On the win.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Wings up, everybody.
Wait, hold on, Coach. Tyler, you got
Oh,
a
I'm
question?
sorry. Oh, Tyler. There's my guy. Go ahead, Tyler.
I'm a little late due to the post game.
Oh, you're good, buddy. You're
Yeah.
good. You
What?
guys are doing a great job with your show, by the way.
Oh, I appreciate it. Yeah.
Really good job.
What,
Touchdown Tech, everybody. Follow them. These guys do
absolutely.
good.
Thank you, sir. What's you may have guys have already, but you probably already answered it by the time I got in here. But what a game like this, what does that do for this team moving forward into the playoffs? You know, having to deal with that adversity, much like Gardner Webb. You know, you guys have kind of stacked games like this now. How much does that help you guys moving forward into the tournament?
Yeah, that's a great question. You need to get punched in the mouth if you're going to be a championship caliber program. And a lot of our wins this year have been double-digit wins, been comfortable wins, been playing all the backup ones, in the fourth quarter. And this game we were down 10-0. We were down 17-10 with 7 minutes to go, and they punched us in the mouth. They did a good job. They have good players. Martin has good players. Keep in mind they've won or tied the last 4 conference championships. So the championship in the conference is run through Martin. The last 4 years, that's a championship caliber program, and they've got good football players. They came in here and competed their tails off today. So I like the adversity. I mentioned earlier the theme this week was competitive people require competitive situations. You need to be challenged to find out who you are. And what I've learned about this football team is they're never at the point where they don't think they're going to win, whether it was Gardner Webb 14-3 or today 10-0 in the first quarter, 17-10 with 17 to go. They always think they can win. And then your best players have to step up. I mentioned Keikoa, Vesperis, Brian Courtney. The way the O-line protected it in the second half, we needed to throw the ball. They did that. Swafford today with 12 tackles, Kutris with 9. Those are our 2 best players. And your best players have to show up in championship games. And that helps us going into the playoffs when your best players, everybody sees it. Everybody got a taste of it today. A lot of young guys got a taste of championship football, and this will help us. There'll be a lot to learn from this tape. There'll be a lot we need to get better from this game, but championship caliber games like this help build your program.
That is all from me, Coach. Thank you so much. Congratulations.
Thank you, Tyler. Appreciate you, buddy. Wings up, everybody.